wonderful participants who will be talking tonight. The idea for this program came from the Women's March. And I think that what we have all been encouraged by, or what many of us have been encouraged by, is the great outpouring of civic feeling that has come as a result of this recent presidential election, in which some very unfortunate things were said about almost everybody, really. And it seems that people were not willing to just accept those unfortunate things as political ramblings, but indeed felt that they needed to organize in many ways to say that is not who we are. Whoever you think you are, we are not racist or sexist or homophobic or whatever it is that is being said. And so what we saw here in Pensacola, what we saw at other places throughout the country, most notably Washington, was the huge Women's March. And that was a very encouraging thing. But one conversation that started as a result of that march was a conversation that had to do with the fact that it was perceived as being a white women's march, and that women of color felt marginalized in relation to the protest that was happening there. And I think that what symbolized that the best for me was a photograph I saw of three women in pink hats standing on a wall, having their pictures taken, and down in the left-hand corner was an African-American woman who was holding a sign that said, "Please stop killing us." And so it was just a very graphic contrast between the spirit in which many people had gone to the march as though it were a bit of a lark, and the spirit in which other people had gone to the march hoping that the killing would stop, or that the deportations wouldn't start, or whatever it was. And so we decided at that point to have this program tonight. I'm very fortunate. I teach at the university along with Laura Edler, Dr. LaSharon Wiley, and I think those are the people who are here tonight, in that I have abundant contact with many energetic young women who really add so much to my lives in so many ways. And so I was able to pull together some of these energetic young women tonight, whom I also follow on Facebook. And one of them has just walked in, so come on up, Samantha. And basically I could see that those energetic young women were angry. And that they were angry about the march. They were angry about the ways in which they perceived that white people were letting them down or not supporting them. And so many of them are joining us tonight. What we'll do tonight is have 5 people who will each talk for about 10 minutes. And we're going to let the women of color go first, because usually that doesn't happen. So at this moment, I'm going to absolutely shut up. And I'd like to introduce Haley Morissette, who will be the first person to talk. And Haley is a wonderful student that I've had for a couple of years in a social work program. She'll graduate in the spring, and then she'll go on to the master's program for the next year. And so we're really delighted to have Haley Morissette, and she will be talking about whatever she wants to talk about in relation to her life as a woman.